This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Before we jump into another ranked draft for Core Set 2020, I want to remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on their logo below on YouTube, or rather on Twitch, and the link in the description below on YouTube. And if you do, they'll know I sent you there. And you can buy all the great Core Set 2020 or other products that you need. Let's go ahead and jump into the draft. Two Pro Peel Bow Drop. Thank you very much for the subscription. This is a strong first pack. Silverback, Shaman, Shock, Gravedigger, and Ember Hauler are all things that I would... Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Top Rope, Elbow Drop. Got it. Makes a lot more sense. Anyway. So. Yeah, we got Gravedigger, Ember Hauler, Silverback, Shaman, and Shock. I am a pretty big Gravedigger fan. But yeah, it's not a complete dud rare. It's just not one you want to first pick. Servant of Evil. I think you would play one of them in every black deck. Like, you know, it's like a C, which certainly isn't what you're looking for in a rare. But yeah, it's not as good as Gravedigger, Ember Hauler, Shocker, or Silverback Shaman. So maybe that does make it a dud. But at least it's playable, I guess, is what I'm saying. I'm inclined to take Gravedigger. Yeah, let's do it. I'm a pretty big Gravedigger fan. Another Ember Hauler, huh? Wow. Well, Murder's what we take here, but this is another really strong pack. Ember Hauler, Thrashing Brontodon, and Murder are all first pickable. And there's already one card out of this pack, so... But we will take our Murder and be on our way. Okay, so Ancestral Blade's pretty solid, but I think Gorging Vulture... Lavakin Brawler, yeah, they're both fine too. Maybe I do want the Blade, but I don't think so. I think we just go with the Vulture. It's impressed me. There's lots of things it can set up in this format, you know, like Gravedigger. It's got decent stats, and it gains you life, and, you know, all those things do come in handy. So there's another Gorging Vulture here. There's also a Reduce to Ashes. I generally am happy with one Reduce to Ashes, and it is splashable. So let's go with the Reduce. Okay, here we have a Rabid Bite. And that's probably what I take here over, you know, two decent but unexciting red cards. Same thing for the black cards. Brineborn Cutthroats and Winged Words are pretty good, but I think Rabid Bite's just better. Okay, Goblin Smuggler is nice. As is Bone Splinters. I'm going to go with the Smuggler. It has the opportunity to be particularly good with Audacious Thief. Here we'll take a Bone Splinters. Okay, so again, yeah, the red cards, green cards, and black cards here aren't anything special. The Cutthroat's fine, though. That's what we'll take. Yeah, is Octoprophet the best card in this pack? Probably. Yeah, let's go with it over Sentinel. See what happens. Feral Invocation's solid. Goblin Bird Grabber has one thing he can grab onto already. I'm leaning towards Invocation. Yeah, let's do it. Right, here I think we'll take Blight Beetle. I don't think you can really mainboard it, though, is the problem. And this is obviously best of one. It's like more likely almost that I mainboard a Natural In than it is a Blight Beetle. Yeah, but it's still not very likely, admittedly. Feral Abomination. Okay, we're going to pick up our first Undead Servant and our second Undead Servant. Works for me. Those are also good with Gorging Vultures. Okay, so this is another strong pack. First pickable cards include Mask of Immolation, Howling Giant, and Shock. So, you know, we have 3 of those here. Been a draft of strong packs for sure. So, Howling Giant's nice. But are we a deck that really wants a Howling Giant, or would you rather just take something like Mask of Immolation or Shock? I'm kind of leaning towards the Mask. Brawler's good, but not so good in this color pair. We're not going to have that many elementals. I think we have 0 right now, and just as an example. I wouldn't mind Soul Salvage wheeling, but yeah, I think we go for our Mask here. That is an elemental, technically. Well, maybe not technically, but it is an elemental. So Pattern Matcher right now, Undead Servant's the only thing we have duplicates of, but it's not that hard to manage to get duplicates in this format. I've been really happy with Pattern Matcher for the most part. There's another Gorging Vulture and a Reduced to Ashes, both of which are fine. No, the Blue Leyline, I don't think it's playable unlimited either. I think some people do, but not really a lot of people, not pros or anybody. Turns out giving flash to all your stuff, especially if you're paying the full 4 mana for it, not really worth a card. It doesn't come up as much as you'd think it would in limited, that adding flash is actually relevant. It comes up some, but not enough to be worth 4 mana that doesn't impact the board at all in any meaningful way immediately. Anyway, so this is a hard pick, surprisingly. I'm actually kind of leaning towards Gorging Vulture now. If we're going to be doing the Undead Servant thing and the Gravedigger thing, it's extra good. I've found it, it's sort of the glue that ties like a black value deck together. And yeah, I think that means I want it a little more than Pattern Matcher, at least at this point. Another Bone Splinters. It's worth noting, we're not really locked in on a second color yet. Like, it could be red. Our main color is definitely black, but I say that because this pack has a Pacifism, which is a really good card. Certainly better than, Lavakin Brawler, Scorched Bitter. I'm probably going to end up taking the Brawler because we also have a Goblin Smuggler, which is extra good with it. But I'm just saying we could consider taking Pacifism here. It is the best card in this pack, but we'll take the Lavakin Brawler. All right, here I think we'll take a Shock. So white does look considerably open, but, yeah, we'll go for the Shock, but white does look very, very open at this point. So Season of Growth is nice, but it doesn't look to me like green's open enough for us. Yeah, if you have the 4/4 Flash Wolf, that does get interesting. So for now, I think red is where we're headed, and I think here I want to take Destructive Digger. Yeah. We do need some more low drops. Ooh, so with Sanitarium Skeleton, we already have a few nice little combos. Mask of Immolation, Gorging Vulture. There's another one somewhere. Isn't there? I thought there was. Maybe there's not yet. Yeah, so I think we go for the skeleton either way. It just turns out to be a great role player in most black decks in this format. And for that reason, I think I want it more than Epicure. It's good with Blade Brand, too. Another Destructive Digger would be okay, but we need low drops, and Sanitarium Skeleton does it. Okay, here we take a Thief really happily. So Bird Grabber has 2 Vultures now to grab onto. He's not likely to get a lot more things, but that's probably enough. Ribscale Predator is not a bad finisher, but I feel like we're a little more desperate for 2 drops than finishers at this point. Yeah, so Bird Grabber it is. We've seen so many Evolving Wilds. We could have been like a 4-color deck. So probably another Brawler. Yeah. Okay, so Pattern Matcher is still here, and we have 2 Brawlers now and 2 Gorging Vultures. That's probably enough, and we'll probably get more. Evolving Wilds would make our mana a little bit better, but I like Pattern Matcher there. We don't really need a Fire Elemental. I mean, maybe it's an upgrade over Feral Abomination. Maybe it is. But we do need low drops a little bit more. I don't love Scorch Spitter, but I think it's what we'll take there. Yeah, here's another Feral Abomination. Alright, it's Fire Charge, Stone Golem, Prismite, sure. So this is a nice rare. It's one we can splash, but we haven't picked up any of the 12 Evolving Wilds that we picked up. Yeah, so that's not so good. It's not going to be easy to splash at this point. Fire Elemental is old school, it's true. So this pack, we got Blood for Bones and Chandra's Outrage. Right now, we don't have any, like, incredible Blood for Bones combos. Yeah, I mean, it's always a nice card, but I'd probably just take the Outrage here. There's some gross stuff you can do with Blood for Bones, but we don't really have any of it. Yeah, we'll take the Outrage. It's another Pattern Matcher. Keldon Raider. Yeah, well, we do need one Soul Salvage. I feel like you always need that to be at your happiest with this deck. And this could be when we take it, but it's pretty likely to wheel. It's pretty likely to wheel, or that we see another one, I feel like. So, but at the same time, like, nothing in this pack's that exciting. A second Pattern Matcher is pushing it at this point. There's a chance we don't even play Undead Servant if we don't get at least one more. With 2 Gorging Vultures, I think you can get away with 3 Undead Servants instead of 4. So, yeah. So, I think I'm leaning towards taking the Raider. I like it as its late game utility and decent stats. That's always nice. Okay, well, here I think we take a Vampire of the Dire Moon. Scoured Barrens, huh? I doubt that guy wheels, but man, we've seen so much fixing and haven't taken any of it. Alright, so Vampire. The Dire Moon, okay. Yeah, Bloodthirsty Aerialist is where we go here. We already have 3 or 4 ways to gain life at this point. I think just 3. But that's plenty for Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Yeah. Ooh, another Murder. I'm down with that. I'm Tomebound Lich I love. I think blue-black or black-green are my favorite to play in this format at this point. But yeah, we'll take a Murder here. Come on, zombies. So, do we need something like Vial of Dragonfire? I don't really think we do. We're doing fine on removal. We don't really need another Abomination. That's for sure. Would we rather have Fire Elemental than one of them? I mean, we do have 2 Lavakin Brawlers. If we take a Keldon Raider, that does give us another duplicate. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Raider. Ooh, another Audacious Thief is nice. So is another Gorging Vulture, but I do think the Thief's better. One thing is, I wish we could get another Goblin Smuggler to really take advantage of Thieves, but I think we still take the Thief here. What's our curve looking like? Probably need to take that Pack Mastiff. Yeah, we do. Anvil Rot Raptor. Ah, Soul Salvage came back. Nice. All the Feral Abominations. I just like the Thrall sound effect, you know? We probably do leave one Abomination in. Kind of nice to have at the top of your curve. So we need to cut some stuff. Our deck doesn't do a great job of taking advantage of Sanitarium Skeleton, but it does have Mask of Immolation, so we would probably cut Scorch Spitter. Our deck doesn't look to me like it's like an all-in aggro deck exactly. Oh yeah, we have to cut our Servants, which is sad. We got 2 early, like the end of pack 1, and then never got another one. But that is an easy cut. Destructive Diggers probably on the outside looking in. So with Skeleton, we do have Bone Splinters, Mask of Immolation. Probably don't need Prismite. We do have 2 1-drops and 3 2-drops, so that's enough for sure. But I do feel like we need one Abomination up here. Just like, you know, having a huge late game guy can come in handy. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of silly that it has Death Touch. It's true. The only place where it comes in handy is sometimes to take him down, people have to double block him. Normally they just don't and they take it, but that does factor into double blocks. But yeah, I mean, he's not the ideal top of the curve creature to have, but he's what we have. So there you go. Cutthroat, I feel like not gonna make the cut. Yeah. It's a hard trim here. Could lose Bird Grabber. I do only have 2 other flyers. That would still leave me with 4 early drops. I mean, maybe I just cut the Abomination, huh? Yeah, I think we're cutting him. Then I think we're cutting a Cutthroat, and then Bird Grabber. Yeah, I think that works. So yeah, we have 4 duplicates for Pattern Matcher, and that is plenty. All right. 16 lands. Can we do 16 lands? I don't think we can do 16 lands. Too many 3s and 4s. We don't have like a bajillion 2s or anything. Or 1s. I think we got to do 17. What? What did I change? All right. I think white was definitely the most open there. And maybe a white-black deck would have been our best deck in retrospect. We considered swerving into it a few times when we saw like pacifism and the like, but nothing early. But yeah, and they're going first, so I think we have to mulligan. We at least need a 3-drop, like, you know. All right, I think we can keep this. I think we bottom. Well, maybe we actually just bottom Pack Mastiff. Reduce has more of a likelihood of like if we don't get the red early for this, it's not going to matter that much. Yeah, so I think we'll put Pack Mastiff on the bottom. Having the mana for Reduce to Ashes at some point could be pretty useful. Yeah, Blade Brand is nice with the skeleton. It's true. It is very true. I do love playing a Sanitarium skeleton against Scorch Spitter. It's pretty hilarious because it's like, you know, you could kill it one way or another, of course, but it's gonna come back. Nope. I think I have to buy Muion Ling, and I'm not into that. Karn is really my favorite. I mean, he was the rare I got in my very first Urza Saga booster pack, which was my first booster pack ever. So, I'm all about the Karn. We're probably going to mill a mountain when we play our Gorging Vulture. So this is a deck that may be interested in shenanigans with Renowned Weaponsmith. Okay, we did draw a mountain. That's nice. Okay. That went fairly well, I think, the milling did. So I think we just leave up mana for murder. See what happens. Okay. We'll block here. So do I murder this brawler? I think I do. Do you have Autumn's Veil in your main board in best of one? Are you that guy? No, you're not that guy. That went pretty well for me overall. Hopefully the thing they play right now I can reduce, and I can. So I will. Yeah, they're definitely about to search up some nonsense. Helm, what was that card? The card I was most wrong about. Well, I got Experimental Frenzy wrong in Limited, but I also read it incorrectly. One where I read it correctly and I got it wrong is, what was it called? The Helm from Dominaria that you could slap on creatures and then it starts making copies of them and all that nonsense. Yeah, what was that called? But that one I gave an F and it was an A, so that's my worst miss ever. Yeah, let's play this mask here. We can obviously grind them out with Sanitarium Skeleton plus Mask if necessary. Helm of the Host, yeah, that's it. In most formats, I still think it wouldn't be that good, but that format was so slow that you had plenty of time to, like, slap a Helm of the Host on your guy and just be like, okay. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Alright, so I think we attack with our Lavakin Brawler. It gets big enough, yeah, that I think that's a good idea. They can double block him, but I still kill the Mammoth Spider in most scenarios. Yeah, so we want to kill the spider. Yeah, so we'll let this damage happen. Then we will immolate the spider. Oh god, I think they have a trick. Yeah, they do. That's not good. So, I can't do this twice, can I? No, I don't have the mana for that. I could kill both of my creatures to kill the spider, but that seems like overkill. Glad you're enjoying the content, Jonathan. I plan to continue uploading them, although unfortunately in a couple weeks I'm dropping down to 2 draft videos a week instead of 3. So, yeah. But, you know, that happens. Yeah. So we go block. And then we're going to sacrifice him to do 1 to our opponent. Don't play something scary. Oh, that's pretty scary. Wait a second. Could I have actually done that twice on my last turn and I messed that up? I think I could. That's really annoying. Because I still had 2 mana left over there, which means I could have equipped it again. Interesting. I think... Yeah, I think I could have done it twice. Why am I so stupid? Will you please draw a land? Can you draw a land for me? That'd be great. So I think I need a double block Thicket Crasher here, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think we go block. I guess it's actually a little safer to plan on using Mask of Immolation to finish it off. Yeah, so block there. Lets them trample for a bit, but... I should be doing more a turn. I'm... Damage-wise, I should be trying to do more damage a turn than I am. Because I keep having 2 mana left over, which means I could have done 1 more damage, basically. So, okay. Well, I think I like that. The question is, what do I want? Brawler? We're up against a 5-power creature over there. What I really want is that reduced to ashes, but... or that murder. Maybe I just want the Raider, because in conjunction with the Mask, I can actually kill something. Kill the big guy with it. But maybe the Brawler's better. Yeah, let's go with the Brawler. So, Gravedigger. Brawler. Thank you for the follow, Linus the Wise. They haven't searched anything up with their Weaponsmith, which I'm happy about, but I feel like they must have something to search up. I mean, maybe they're desperate for a 2-drop, and they have like 2 other artifacts, which legitimately can happen. You know, I've played a Weaponsmith. I don't think I've ever played one with 0 things to search up, but I've played it with like 1 vial of Dragonfire, so sometimes you gotta do it. Oh man, that's not good. That is also not good. Okay. So... Yep, in addition to the top 10s and the history of the banned and restricted list, Linus, I do a bunch of limited content too. Including streaming, which, yeah. So we'll put this on Sanitarium Skeleton. We need to really remember to actually do damage to our opponent here. Wait a second. So, you know, I could have equipped it again earlier, like I was thinking, but at the same time I just noticed I do have to pay 3 to get this back, so we have 6 mana. Okay, so we have enough to do 1 damage to them here, so we might as well. And then we get back our skeleton. Yeah, we have exactly enough to do 1 additional damage now. Play our skeleton. Put the mask on our skeleton. End turn. It's a fun combo. You know, it's not the fastest thing ever, but it does give us a way to pressure their life no matter what. And that is pretty nice. Hello. Okay. Now we can pressure them a little more. So, smuggle. Let's get to smuggling here. Yeah, we're both flooded, which gives me the advantage thanks to our Mask of Immolation nonsense. Okay. So the Mammoth Spider can attack me here and all, but... Yeah, so I think we just take the Spider, block Vorse Claw, ping them for 1. Yeah, that's why we got rid of that Thicket Crasher when we did, because we did not... We couldn't handle them having Trample, that's for sure. Okay, so... It's important to remember, too, that at a point, it'll be better to just kill them, like, by equipping Mask of Immolation a bunch of times. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close. My 1 damage engine's better. Doesn't cost... Well, never mind. It does cost me 2, doesn't it? Alright, we got there. Guess our black-red deck's pretty grindy, huh? There's just so many sweet things to do with that skeleton in this format, which hasn't been true of it in other formats we've seen it in, but man. That's one of the better ones, I think. I think the big altar that makes demons is probably the best one, but... In terms of commons and uncommons, anyway. Man, why don't we get to go first? If we were going first, this would be keepable, but we're not. Alright, this is much better. We will keep 6, throw the 1 red card away. And we have 3 draw steps to hit a 3rd land, which I believe we can do. Hopefully. Yeah, too bad it's not like Mortar Pod. I mean, even just giving +0/+1, there's our 3rd land, is a pretty big deal. Mortar Pod was like basically the same card, except it didn't make as big of a creature when it came down. But it did make... We'll play our aerialist. It did give the creature +0/+1. And it was colorless. So I think in the end, Mortar Pod's definitely better, but... Yeah, we're just going to take this. So I don't have another aerialist to grab. That was the downside, maybe, of playing our alias or our aerialist instead of a thief. I'm leaning towards playing the thief. But at the same time, Pattern Matcher does just give us a 3/3, which right now is pretty legit. So I think I am actually going to go with the Pattern Matcher, which, you know, if you don't get to draw a card with it, it doesn't feel so good. But, you know, 3/3 is... I probably should have played my Thief. Things would have been a lot more interesting there. We'll take the action, but we don't have anything. Things could have been a lot more interesting there. Because I would have drawn a card with my Thief, then grabbed another copy of it with Pattern Matcher. Seems like a better exchange. But yeah, we will block here. Assume they pump their guy to kill our guy. Yeah, and they do. Player Thief. It's like we're a mono black deck. If we ever get red mana, we can do this combo, which is a fun one. Seems like this set has a lot of 2-card combos. For
ready? I'm ready.
That's not good.
This. Hold on. I'm gonna try something new.
Okay, so definitely attack her. Can't have her hanging around.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Well, that's not good. We really need red mana. If we can draw red mana, we can kill Chandra. If we don't draw red mana, she's about to run amok. So... it does kind of come down to this. And we didn't draw it. So we're in trouble. Chandra will definitely get out of control now. Almost definitely. Meanwhile, we're down to 9. So yeah, things not going great so far. Morning, Twilight Pony. We are 1-0 so far, but it's looking kind of likely we lose this one. Chandra's tearing us up. Alright, so... hey, red mana. A little late, but I'll take it. We can at least play our Brawler and leave up mana for Murder. So if I block, they almost assuredly use Chandra to kill my Brawler. I think I'm just going to take it and see what happens. Attack Mastiff. Audacious Thief. Okay, so we will murder the Thief. Okay, that's actually a pretty good draw right there. So we can go Smuggler. We're trying to stabilize at 3, which against a red deck is never very much fun. But I think we can do it.
that I haven't given up on you.
Oh, wait a second. How did I think I was gonna... Oh, I have to bone splinters and give up one of my tapped guys. Yeah. So, we'll target this. And I guess sack our smuggler, which I don't really want to be doing, but I have to have a blocker or we die, so... I think all of them are pretty good to play mono, but... Oh, that kills us anyway. But, I think it really comes down to rares that make it one the better or the best. Like, green and black both have really good rares that really pay you off for being monocolored. The other colors don't really. Yeah, Dread Presence in black, Wake Root Elemental in green. Ooh, this is a good hand. Hello. I mean, I guess you can also think about the uncommon double-colored uncommons that each color has, and I guess I think red probably has the best one in that cycle. Ember Hauler. They're all good, but... There just aren't that many payoffs for going monocolored Servant of Evil. I mean, at lower rarities. The one thing you have is that your mana base is going to be way better than everyone else's. And that is a very legit thing. That's the biggest upside of ever going monocolored. I could use another black mana, right? Another black mana would be good. We did it. So... I think I play the Aerialist and attack with Vampire of the Dire Moon. Nice. They're going to let it through. Gives us a larger Bloodthirsty Aerialist. End our turn. That would be why they were okay with doing that. Oh, Sanitarium Skeleton, my friend. Trying to decide if I want to move my mask right away or not. So Vampire of the Dire Moon plus the mask is actually instant kill anything, so that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, we'll move it to our skeleton. End our turn. Yeah, the one time I've gone monocolored in this format was when I had a Dread Presence, and, you know, I had a bunch of Yarok. I think I had 3 Yarok Fen Lurkers. Okay. Well, that was a good draw, right? Yeah, we'll just attack with her. We've got murder and bone splinters in our back pocket, which makes me feel pretty good about our situation. It's just not worth killing that ferocious pup, you know? So now we can start pinging them for one a turn with our skeleton, which has its uses. Don't imagine that changes their attacks at all. I think it does mean I just cast murder at the end of their turn here, though. But maybe I don't. I mean, we have them on a fast enough clock that maybe I don't need to worry about it. Alright, so we will do this, because it's essentially free. Yeah. I can't do murder and it, though, is the thing. I mean, I can do murder on my own turn. Yeah, okay. Overcome is a card, it's true. Okay. So we have 6 mana. We can do 3, 4, 5, 6. If this could be lethal. The question is it worth the risk of trying to make it lethal? I mean, I guess we attack with our aerialist first and see what happens. Yeah, I ended up with the grindy deck for sure, which I'm happier with, honestly. So they have 1 red and 1 green mana. Okay, they conceded. I mean, I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to do the Mask of Immolation thing there, but yeah. I'm glad they made me not have to think about it. Ooh, yeah. Early 2-drop. We can actually curve out if we hit a mountain. That's pretty good. That'll feel more aggressive. We did hit a mountain. Go us. Alright, so we'll attack. What do you do? Use a trick? I'd just take 2 if I were them. Even if I had a trick. Yeah. I think they may have one, or they may be trying to make us think they have one. Okay. Yeah, I'm considering attacking with my Mastiff here. But I think it's better to just play Keldon Raider. If we can reduce and open up a turn where we can attack with our Thief, that would be great. Well, now it's a lot less likely. Unless they attack with their Courser here. Yeah, they don't, though. Alright, I think I attack with my Raider. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just attack with our Raider here. Then maybe we play Gravedigger and get it back. Yeah, we'll probably just play Lavakin Brawler, though. For now. Yeah. We need a Goblin Smuggler, and we need it now. We do have another Thief, so there's that. Do I try to go for a Reduce here and just attack with everything? That's pretty tempting. Seems like there's a decent chance to have something like Night Pack Ambusher is the problem. I think I'm just going to attack with my Brawler and see what happens. I actually have another Brawler too. But... So they can double block, but it won't kill my creature. So they have to have a trick or something to make that happen. And I'm okay with that. I've had Smuggler and Thief a few times. It's pretty sweet. Alright, so... Too bad Reduced to Ashes isn't an instant, huh? Alright, so now we'll play Pattern Matcher. Aha! Unfortunately, I was correct. We do have Reduced to Ashes to deal with it, though. Thank you for the follow, Sword Kikse. What are they thinking about doing here? There's no way they're just going to let me kill that thing in combat. Although, if they have a trick, it might help it survive Reduced to Ashes, which is not good. Yeah, I think they might have a trick. So we can try to draw out the trick. No, we can't really. We have to reduce it now, or we're going to fall too far behind. This is going to suck. I'm like so sure they have a trick, but I got to make... If I make them use it, at least they can't attack me, you know? Yeah, they've got a trick. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe double blocking. Maybe double blocking was the best plan there. At the same time, getting blown out wouldn't have felt as good, but, you know, I guess it's better than the alternative. Oh, we're just going to take it. We need to draw a Murder now, or we're going to just die to Night Pack Ambusher, basically. That's how it usually goes. Why is there a hole on my draw? Oh, that'll do it, too. Let's hope they don't have yet another trick, right? Thank God. Those wolves shrink down, and now we're in okay shape. So, yeah, end our turn. I do not want these stops. There we go. Okay. Gravedigger. I think the Raider is probably better here. Yeah. Reduce is a sorcery, yeah. It would be amazing if it wasn't. It's already pretty good, but yeah. Let's go for a double block here. See what happens. Alright, so we're not going to get to discard anything for value, but I think that's probably okay. I don't know what I need right now to get me out of this. Lots of things. Alright, so I think we're okay with trading Pattern Matcher for that guy. Or trading for a trick, either way. Oh, less okay with that trick. Since it sticks around forever. Okay, well... Murder, oh... like, everything we just milled was awesome. Murder, Mask of Immolation, Lavakin Brawler, and Vampire of the Dire freaking Moon. Hurts. It hurts me. Hello, Biceps. Alright, so let's give this another try. I mean, our Audacious Thieves are never doing anything, let's be real. So... We do have a Soul Salvage, which can at least get back creatures. It hasn't been milled yet. My god. This guy must have the growth thingamajig. With all the combat tricks they're running. Tricks just seem to be pretty good in this format, though. I've gotten blown out by them a lot more than I expected. That's for sure. Let's hold on to this land. Yeah, I think our opponent, unfortunately... has put themselves in far too advantageous of a position. Yeah, so let's try this. Something finally worked. But our opponent has gone so wide on us. Well, I'm glad we held on to this land. Oh yeah. So we could draw into another one. But hey, you know, it got us deeper. We are going to mill ourselves out first, the way this game's going. Because we've milled ourselves. So that part's not so good. Okay, well, that might come in handy at some point. We're not there yet. Yeah, Season of Growth is nice. Especially in this deck. Okay. We got part of our combo. wish they were at 22. But they are. Yeah. Okay. If only we had some bombs in here, huh? Is 2 Lavakin Brawlers our best option? It might be. They can attack on this board. Alright, let's Soul Salvage. I guess I could get Gravedigger and a Brawler to start with, and play Gravedigger and get a Brawler. That doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, the Death Touch guy would be nice, but it's not going to help us win, and we're going to mill out first, so we need to find a way to win. And the Vampire wouldn't really help us there. It would help make our flyer bigger, but... yeah, I'm going to go with both Brawlers. Yeah, do we still have 1 Keldon Raider in our deck? No. Pattern Matcher couldn't have fetched anything. Oh, come on. Well... they discarded all lands, of course. And now it'll do 4 to me when it dies. Murder. Nope. I think that amounts to us being dead. Let's find out. Ooh, that's a cool animation. Nope, we would still mill out first. We're not going to get there anyway, though, I don't think. We're about to find out. Alright, so... yeah, you're big. We will shock one of these wolf tokens. Can we do that? This, and this. That still ends up with us taking, yeah, way too much damage. Yeah, that might have been a good idea. Turns out we didn't have the time to do any of those shenanigans anyway, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I've been on a bit of a bad streak lately. I think my big problem is I keep drafting decks that are... they're either not controlling or not aggressive enough. They're somewhere in the middle. Being in the middle in this format doesn't seem to go so well. Oh, no red mana. I've also been mulliganing almost every game. But... still. I think this is a keep. Ooh, we got very lucky. Now we can go 2-drop, 3-drop. That's good too. Yeah. That's pretty annoying. I think I'm gonna attack here. If they want to trade their Seer, I'm cool with it. And if they want to take 2, I'm cool with that as well. So. Fair enough. This is the deck I like the most. Well, one of the ones I like the most. Doesn't have black in it, but, you know, blue decks that can play Cloud Conceer and Frostlinks are pretty legit. And we did not hit the red mana we would have liked. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, so, yeah. We'll go ahead and shock the Sprite here. And not attack this turn. Well, that's good. Luckily I have a black creature in play, I guess. A black flyer, specifically. So... do I want to attack with my Aerialist? I don't think so. That might come in handy. But yeah, for now we'll just end our turn. Well, that's a little annoying. Reduced to Ashes does take away the ability for them to actually get to bring back the Cloud Conceer. Is that worth it? It might be. I think it is. Okay. Then I think maybe I'm gonna attack here with my Aerialist. Yeah, I think I will. Pressure them a little bit. Hold on to our land for our Raider. Oh, the Magic is sharing my stream again, which is awesome. They did that the day before yesterday when I streamed. Thank you very much to Wizards. I thanked people on Twitter for it, and it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Okay, so probably attack with Aerialist again. Yeah. And I think we'll play Keldon Raiders. And discard our Swamp. And play a Vampire. Audacious Thief could be good to get down here because all of their creatures can only trade with it at best right now. And anytime that's the case, Audacious Thief feels pretty good. Okay, so are we in the territory where we can attack with our Raiders now? The problem is they can... Yeah, I mean, I think we probably are. Maybe. Now let's attack with one, see what happens. Attack with the other one. So if they want to trade a Barony Vampire for it, I'm all for it. If they want to double block with these two, you know, I'm for that too. All right, they're just going to chump, which is fine with me. I mean, not chump, but block. I was kind of hoping they'd try to kill it, in which case I could get some value, but I think it's basically a free attack there, so... Okay. My turn. So if they try to do something... Yeah, I think we just let that happen. We could kill it, but I think just trading there is fine. And we'll play a Lavakin Brawler. Do we want to play Lavakin Brawler with that mana? Not really. There we go. I can bluff more things if I leave up that mana than I can if I go the other way. White mana. Well, the good news is we can kill that before it can be a removal spell. Yeah. The bad news is, either way, they'll have enough flyers to stop my Bloodthirsty Aerialist now. Alright, so I think... Yeah, we'll kill the Executioner. Drops them to 8. And then I'm going to attack with all of these guys. I think even my Pack Mastiff. Yeah. Not the Vampire of the Dire Moon, but everyone else. And not my flyer either. Right, trade. Okay, so we definitely pump him so we can kill both of those. There we go. Unclog the board. Okay, so if we murder that guy, yeah, that's definitely our plan here. Murder the War Chief. Everybody attacks. Play our Pattern Matcher. Alright, we got there. Wow, 2 quests at once, I guess, huh? That was a lot of gold. Oh yeah, I think I had 2 quests that were counting me playing black cards, so that makes sense. That does make sense. think we can keep this. It's a little slow, but I think it's alright. Let's hope they're not a blistering fast. Okay. At least it's just a skeleton. It's not the most aggressive start, but... Morning, Pofafic. Alright. Luckily, I mean, they went 1-drop, 2-drop, but it's not like these are the kinds of 1s and 2s that make me fall really far behind. They're just little guys who people play for their utility, not their efficient, you know, how good they are as creatures. Murdered. Okay, so do I want to play Brawler or Raider more? I have copies of both, so next turn I can play Pattern Matcher and grab the extra copy of either. This one lets me draw a card. I think I'm going to go for that for now. I mean, you know, I rummage technically, but... Just traded one swamp for another. Okay, there's our Sanitarium skeleton. Alright, so I think we go Pattern Matcher. And I think I attack with my Raider. Nice. Then play our skeleton. You do have a lot of mana over there. I'm glad I have a murder in my hand. Okay. Not a problem yet, but... we need a dude with evasion, and then we can pretty much go to town. Hey. How lucky are we going to get? Pretty lucky, I think. Alright, so I think we attack with our Raider again. Okay, so, yep, that works for me. And yeah, I think we play our Aerialist. Cryptic Caves, alright. Cycle that thing, more or less. Ooh. Does that allow me... doesn't allow me anything that exciting at this point, actually. I mean... yeah, I mean, it's fine. It would have let me attack with my Pattern Matcher, I guess. But I think maybe just playing a Brawler here is good enough for now. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play a Brawler. I don't want to play the Raider at this point because there's not actually... it's not actually anything I want to get rid of. As soon as I draw a land, I'll play the Raider. They know we have it in our hand as well. So making it so my hand is more mysterious is always a good idea, but at this point... ouch. Would have been nice to have mana for murder there. What are you going to do? Okay, so... alright, I think we do reduce to ashes the big boy over here. So, we can get you to a 3-4. I can maybe use Shock to disrupt a block. I think that works. Okay, so I can. I can only kill, yeah. So we'd rather kill the Woodland Champion and this, yeah. So, shock on Scuttlemutt. That went pretty well. Okay, so we're gonna play our Raider now. Well, hey, now we can play Murder. Alright, so I think we attack with Brawler and Pattern Matcher now. They do have a free block every turn for a while, but... I guess there's no reason not to attack with my skeleton. Thank God I have Murder. Of course, they don't have a ton of green mana right now, but Murder's still the play here. For sure. Okay, yeah, may as well attack with everything now. Hold on to this land, a bluff. Yes, it does look good. Hopefully it stays looking good. Alright, we got there. Up to 4 and 2, right? Yeah. It's a reasonable place to be. Yeah, that turn where we got to shock and break up that triple block was probably the most pivotal. If the opponent had also blocked with one more creature, that would have been really annoying. But they didn't. So it worked out for me. If they had, the shock wouldn't have really made things worth it. Alright, I think we can keep this. Yeah, I mean, we've got early drops. We need red mana, but in fact, we need 2 red mana at some point. But I think it's a keeper. That card, unfortunately, has lots of combos in this format. Thank you for the follow, Heavy Points. There's a little combo. Doesn't get them anything back from their graveyard right now, but, you know, it could. I think we want to play our Thief. You know, drawing extra cards is a good way to find that mountain. Or mountains. So this is one of the combos. It can be, anyway. Alright, so we definitely just block a token in this case because we don't really want them to be able to ever get back Scampering Scorcher. So, yeah. Token block it is. Alright, so let's attack with our Audacious Thief. We're going to leave back our Skeleton. Hey, there's a mountain. Might just be best here to play Gorging Vulture because it can just block the guy. Yeah, I think I will. There goes a Murder and another Thief, but that's okay. I also have Bone Splinters. I don't think I need to do it right now, though. You know, if they find a way to sack their Scorcher right here, I'm going to be in some trouble. Let's hope they can't. Because if they can, we're looking at some ugly things. Alright. So, we'll block that guy and take 1. Works for me. Okay, is it Bone Splinters and Swamp that we want to discard? I think it might be. Yeah. Okay. Let's attack with both. Now we're going to play our Brawler. Maybe I'm playing with fire a little bit here by not killing their Thunderkin Awakener, but... you know. They could have Mind Rotted themselves and put a Scampering Scorcher in the graveyard. That would have been funny. Hello. Okay. So, I think we just want to attack with everything. They're going to block with the Scorcher, but then I'm going to kill their Thunderkin Awakener. So, you know, it won't matter anymore. They've let us draw a lot of cards off of our Audacious Thief by being as aggressive as they have. Okay. I mean, maybe they have God's Willing or something like that. In which case... Yeah, so... Yeah, let's play Chandra's Outrage. No God's Willing. Okay. Works for me. We have Lethal on the board. Especially with Mask of Immolation in our hand. It's like guaranteed lethal. Okay. Alright, we got there. After I talked down on the deck, it's gone on a little win streak. Having lots of removal is usually a pretty good way to win, and so is drawing cards with your Audacious Thieves and the like. Alright, good hand. Better hand. Should have given this haste or something at least, you know? So we're going to play our Smuggler here and attack with both. If they decide to block our Smuggler, I think I use the Mask to kill the Druid. Yeah, we do. I have another one. Well, that's less than ideal. Well, I think I actually attack with my Lavakin Brawler here. Little do they know that the Brawler's not actually that good in our deck. It's mostly just a 4-mana, 2/4 that can attack for 3. So, you know, when that attacks for 3, that raises its power to 3 when we attack with it. That's what I'm trying to say here. So we're going to shock that destructive digger at the end of their turn, or try to. Okay, so may as well put the mask on this. And we're going to need another swamp at some point, so... That's not good. That is not good. I think for now we're just going to hold on to Bone Splinters. I considered killing the giant there, but I think we can take a hit or two from him, especially if they decide to attack. And then my Audacious Thief would be able to attack. So, yeah. Okay, Flyer's nice. Yeah, I'm pretty inclined to use Bone Splinters on that giant now. But I think I want to sack my Thief, actually. Yeah, if they double block him, that's cool. We could use a skeleton right about now. Yeah, that's gonna hit me for 2. Morning Drop of Flame. Well, off to the races, I guess. We're just gonna both flood out until the end of the game. I mean, we win that exchange, so I guess I would take it. Oh my god. I think they finally drew something that's not a land. No, I don't think they did. Okay, well, I don't actually think we're going to play that just yet. I think we'll hold on to it for something that gets in our way. The smuggler's not going to get in our way, so... That's pretty good. We do have one other vulture. Oh, I think it must have milled itself. So much for that. But, obviously, drawing any creature in this long exchange of flooding is a big deal. Yeah, did I mill? Yeah. He milled himself, I think. Alright, now we'll reduce. So... yeah, they have to do that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I might have lethal here because of our mask, but if they block, that's the right way to block to keep it from being lethal. Alright, we got there. That was a really, really sad series of turns for both of us. Like, how many turns in a row did we draw lands? 4 or 5. Alright, so this will be our last game of this draft one way or another. Since we're 6-2, so we'll either go 7-2 or 6-3. Yeah, that drawing a 3-3 was a big deal there, that's for sure. Alright, this is solid. Hopefully we can shock something early. And we can. I'm not actually going to fire it off right away, though. Because if they play a 2-drop, that's like more of a problem. They didn't, though. Not really, yeah. So let's go ahead and shock Pegasus. We got all our flyers, too. And we can actually play Aerialist and then a couple Vultures, and then our flyer will get quite large. I mean, you know, if a 4-5 is large. Yeah, it's not the first time where I've felt kind of like my deck wasn't good enough and then it went off and won a bunch of games, so maybe I just need to keep doing that. Because we were 2-2 at one point, right? Yeah, we were. That's a big Metropolis Sprite. It's just going to hit us in the face. It is tempting to play the Thief here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think this is better. Alright, and I think we just go ahead and attack with our Aerialists. We milled our Sanitarium Skeleton, that's always fun. It's like it shows you here, kind of like getting an extra card in your hand, even if that card is basically pay 4 mana for a 1-2. So we're going to go ahead and trade for this Metropolis Sprite. Right, and then we're going to play another Gorging Vulture. Wow, we didn't hit any creatures that time. That's frustrating. Instead, we hit... yeah, Mask of Immolation should count. Come on. Yeah, I think I do this again. Well, we kind of need to draw a land to kill that. No, we did. Good. This is actually a race they'll win in the long run because of their axe. So, I'm going to play a Keldon Raider here. And I'm actually going to discard an Audacious Thief. Oh, Bone Splinters. Well, that'll come in handy. Most likely. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that flyer. It's messing me up. So... I'm just going to attack with my Raider to be safe here. There's too many things that can kill me. Yep, so we're going to block. Ooh, that's not good. Gets him back up to 10. Okay. Yeah, let's play a brawler. I think I attacked them again. I can get back the skeleton at the end of their turn. Try this again. Okay. So I think I play Keldon Raider number 2. And discard Pattern Matcher. And play our skeleton. Do we get there? We do. Well, you know, we started 2-2, but we finished up 7-2, so I'll take it. I didn't want to discard the skeleton because I wanted to be able to play another blocker just in case. And the pattern matcher wasn't doing anything on that board anyway. So, yeah.